If you never share your problems with anyone, psychologists say you're hiding one of these 3 childhood wounds. And no, it's not because you're strong, independent, or just private. The real reason is actually heartbreaking. Stay until the end because I'll reveal the one question you should ask yourself if you are this person, and the answer might change your entire life. You know that person who always asks how you're doing but never talks about themselves? Who smiles through their pain? Who disappears when life gets hard instead of reaching out? Maybe that person is you. While everyone else is oversharing on social media, trauma dumping to strangers, you're sitting there thinking, why would anyone care about my problems? Well, psychology has discovered something shocking about people like this. Here's the truth that nobody talks about. People who never share their problems aren't emotionally strong, they're emotionally trained. Something in their past taught them that their pain doesn't matter, or worse, that sharing it has consequences. And there are 5 distinct psychological profiles. But here's what's crazy. Profile 1, the childhood burden bearer. These people grew up being the strong one. Maybe their parents were struggling, maybe a sibling was sick, maybe the family was falling apart. So they learned early, my problems are a burden. Everyone has enough to deal with. Their brain literally wired itself to believe my pain is less important than everyone else's. Notice how they're always helping others but never ask for help? That's not kindness, that's survival programming. Profile 2, the betrayed sharer. This one's painful. These people did share once. They opened up, got vulnerable, trusted someone completely, and then that person left, or gossiped, or used their pain against them, or simply didn't care. One study from the University of Michigan found that emotional betrayal creates the same brain patterns as physical abuse. Your mind literally treats vulnerability as danger. So they built walls, not because they're cold, because they're protecting a wound that never healed. But wait, it gets deeper. Profile 3, the self-reliance survivor. I don't need anyone, I'll figure it out myself. Sound familiar? These people grew up in environments where asking for help was met with criticism, anger, or indifference. So they learned the most painful lesson, I'm on my own. Psychologists call this compulsive self-reliance, and it's not strength, it's a trauma response. Here's the twist, these people are often incredibly successful. They achieve everything alone, but inside, they're exhausted, lonely, and secretly hoping someone will notice they're struggling without having to ask. Profile 4, the perfectionist hider. These individuals share the good stuff, the wins, the highlights, the success. But problems? Never. Why? Because in their mind, having problems equals failure, and failure equals unworthiness. They were raised in environments where love was conditional. Good grades? Praise. Sports trophy? Affection. But struggling? Silence, or worse, disappointment. Now, here's what researchers at Yale discovered that'll shock you. People who never share their problems have a 60% higher rate of anxiety and depression than people who overshare. You read that right. Keeping everything inside is literally more damaging than trauma dumping. But there's one more profile, and this one is different. Profile 5, the healthy private person. Yes, they exist. Not everyone who keeps their problems private is traumatized. Some people genuinely process internally, have strong coping mechanisms, and share selectively with trusted people. The difference, they don't feel ashamed of their problems. They don't feel like a burden. They simply have healthy boundaries. So, how do you know which one you are? Here's that life-changing question I promised. If my best friend had my exact problem, would I think they were a burden for sharing it with me? If your answer is, no, of course not, but you still won't share your own problems, then you're not being private, you're being self-protective. and that protection is now a prison. Your problems don't make you weak. Your pain doesn't make you a burden. Your struggles don't make you less worthy of love. The people who truly care about you, they want to be there for you. Not because they pity you, but because that's what connection actually is. So, maybe it's time to let someone in. Not everyone, just one person. And watch how the walls you built to protect yourself finally become the door to freedom.